Okay, good morning everyone. I'm going to get this video out as fast as I possibly can. We're going to go through the stock market technical analysis. I'm going to show you guys what I'm seeing this morning. And just to cut it really short, I think we're going to see some more downside here, probably a quick little flush down. So I want to point that out. Drop me a thumbs up, guys, if you find value. Hopefully you're positioned for it. So NASDAQ futures, we had the Fed day yesterday and they rallied it, after the Fed minutes came out a little bit. But so what we could watch was this uptrend line right here on the NASDAQ futures. This is an hourly chart. We broke that overnight. So that breakdown, that was your sell signal. I don't trade futures, so I wasn't able to basically, get position for it right there. But this morning in the pre-market on this little bounce right here, I was able to reshort the market. And I pretty much am fully loaded short for this move down. We seem to be bear flagging a little bit on the futures, and it looks like it's just about to start to break down for a continued move. That's going to set us up for the projected move would be something like this, and that's going to bring us on the futures down to about 10,950. And that's where I think we're going. So flipping over to the triple Qs, go to the daily chart, you can see I've got a target here. We've got a downtrend line and a target right about 268. Again, we have this wedge to watch. So there's some support right down here, and it looks like we're going to sell down and hit that area of support about 270, 268, somewhere right in there. So some more downside. And yeah, it just looks like we're heading lower. Some short trade ideas that I've taken. Tesla. So again, looking at the daily resistance right here, which was former support at 700. So that's where we traded to yesterday. Closed pretty much at resistance, and it looked like a good opportunity to short. Today we're kind of gapping down and heading lower. So I think we're on our way. We're working our way down to the next level of support, which is about 550. All right, so nothing changed there. I think there's more downside. Okay, DVN. So this one has a sell signal today. I started shorting it in the last couple days. I talked about that in a video, how I was going to start shorting. I'm going to add to it a little bit today because we're just breaking down. So on this one, DVN, bearish rising wedge here. This is the daily chart. There's your bearish rising wedge. Big negative divergence, all right? That's kind of key for this one, is this divergence has been building for a while. So I've talked about it. There it is. See the momentum just moving lower? As prices continue to move higher, momentum has moved lower. So negative divergence, we traded right down to the bottom of the wedge yesterday, closing at the wedge. Today, gapping down and selling off. So pretty solid sell signal there. I like that for more downside. Now, oil's in a bull market, so I'm not going to give oil as far as the downside targets as maybe I would like tech. But I could see us trading down. We've got some support right here at about 58, and then some support right down here at 50, we'll just call it 51. All right, so from where we're at now, that's a drop of about 20%. Yeah, I like that. And there's some other targets down below, but we'll just go with those for right now. Okay, PANW, I added to the short today. We set up a little bit of a bear flag. So basically we've got the bigger flag right here. So we dropped here, we flagged out, we broke down there on June 10th, flagged out over the last couple days as we traded into the Fed, but the Fed's out of the way and we're breaking down, continuing to the downside. So I don't see anything stopping this from heading down to this 374 area, big gap. Again, I'm not going to wait for the gap to be completely filled because it's a very obvious gap. So we'll just want to trade it down into the gap, getting close, and look to cover the short down there. So again, more downside. I don't see anything stopping this thing from continuing to go down. CAR. So again, I added a little bit to my short on CAR yesterday on the rally. But in general, we've got a bear trend, so we're going to stick with that trend. Here's the uptrend on the daily chart in CAR. Nice clean uptrend. Okay, up near the highs. We never really had negative divergence on this one, but we don't need it. You don't have to have it. Again, the general market's breaking down, and we did have a sell signal, so it broke down here a little bit, but we called, I'm calling this one the sell signal. Sometimes when you get the first breakdown, they pull the bear trap. And I wasn't involved in this one right here, but once we see it there, there's a sell signal. We did have the negative divergence right here, I guess, when there it is right there. See how that's momentum's dropping off while we made a higher high in price? So that's good. Negative divergence there with the breakdown. That's what we need. So all in all, looks like we've started a downtrend. That downtrend should continue. My target on this one isn't until about 51.50. All right, that's going to be your pre-COVID highs right here. Nice level of resistance from the past. Should be good support. So yeah, right there. So a lot of downside on this one left. From down there, we still got another 60-70% drop to go. So I like this one for continuation to the downside. Oil's continuing to break down, coming into a little bit of support here, but not much. Again, I'm looking for more downside in oil. Ultimately, I think oil can probably come down to this lower trend line on the oil futures. You can see I've got it marked out here. I think we probably can come down there and still keep a bull trend. Oil's in a bull trend, so we definitely want to, I'm short oil, these oil stocks, because they're pretty crowded trade for this initial leg down. But again, I'd be more interested in buying the dips as we start to sell down. And here's gold. Gold's hanging in there today. It doesn't look too bad. Again, it's not going anywhere. It's not moving up, but it's really not moving down. We're just kind of holding and consolidating. So when I look across the board in gold and some of these gold miners, they're selling down initially from some of the selling pressure this morning, but they're not selling down that bad. And gold bullion is hanging in there. So in general, I'm still looking for gold to kind of hold strength and probably continue to rally. So I like gold long. I don't see a technical breakdown or anything telling me it's time to get out of gold yet. So we'll continue to watch this. Here's GDX, the miners. You can see we're just not going anywhere. We're just kind of chopping around. So yeah, we'll stay long gold for now. Okay, and I'd probably expect volatility to spike here with this sell-off. We're not seeing it yet. I mean, we're up 7% on the VIX. But that's nothing compared to where it should be. So we might get that spike in volatility that I've really been looking for. As we continue to impulsively sell off, you should see a scramble for put protection, which will spike the VIX. So keep an eye out for that. That might be a signal of a near-term bottom if we get that spike in the VIX, but we don't see it yet. So as far as I can tell, there's more downside. Gold looks good, holding strength. And the rest of the market looks like it's going to continue to sell down. So I'm going to get this one out there, guys. Drop me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Check out the stock market technical analysis course. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.